What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael. We have a whole new archetype to talk about getting released in the OCG that was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains called Sunavalon, and it was soon after this that I stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. I just kind of lost interest. But anyway, we're gonna jump right into the deck. First up is a level 1 Earth Plant normal. 0 attack, 600 defense, called Sunseed Genus Loci. Okay. Neat. Next up is Sunvine Maiden. Level 1 Earth Plant Effect Monster, 0/0 for its stats. You can only use its first effect of this card's name once per turn. When your opponent activates a card that targets a plant monster you control, though, special summon from the extra deck. Quick effect, you can special summon this card. And if you do, negate that effect. Your opponent cannot target Sunavalon or Sunvine spell and traps cards you control with card effects. So no targeting as long as it's out, and it's a hand trap for plant Xyz monsters. Specific, or for plant, not Xyz, but plant monsters special summon from the extra deck. That's pretty decent. That'll get people like 100%. You just be like, no. That'll get people pretty good. It's good negation. That's basically all I have to say, and it summons itself. And if the link monsters are anything like the anime, they'll protect this monster and everything, because that's kind of what they do, is they protect the link monsters. I believe protected the other monsters. Anyway, Sunseed Shadow, level 1 Earth Plant Effect Monster. So far they're all level 1s. That means that their whole deck is a 1-for-1 target on top of being a lone fire, which is pretty good. 0 attack, 400 defense, and they're Earths too, which adds another addition, as you could probably make. If you throw in some tuners, you might be able to make Nat Beast. But if you control a plant normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so that's a reason to run that normal monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one of your linked to or lower Sunavalon or Sunvine monsters. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except plant monsters. Also, special summon one monster with the same name from your extra deck, but its effects are negated. That seems pretty interesting. So linked. I'm sure most of you know what linked means, but linked means it just has to be pointing to a monster. So your link monster just has to be pointing to another monster. That's pretty interesting, though. That the second effect allows you to basically get a free rank 3 or 2, I guess. I don't know. Or link 4 actually. Like if you have a link 3 or 4, depending on the Sunavalon link monster that you have out. Well, it says link 2 or lower, so could be link 1. Anyway, moving on, because I'm pretty sure we have a lot of cards to talk about. Is Sunseed Twin, level 2 Earth Plant Effect Monster. First, not level 1. 0 attack, 800 defense. It's hard once per turn on both effects. If this card is normal or special summoned, and you control Sunavalon Link Monster, you can target one level 4 or lower plant monster in your graveyard. This gets back fucking Lone Fire. Anyway, you manage this card from your graveyard and one link monster you control. If there are 2 or more plant link monsters in the same name, or with the same name in your graveyard, special summon one of them. Okay, I don't like that. You gotta get rid of a link monster you control to summon a one back, but I'm sure that there are instances in which that might be good. Depends on maybe they got rid of 2 of your big boss monsters, and then you're just like haha, and summon it back when you link summon one of the smaller ones. They're less good. Anyway, so next up is we have the first link monster, Sunavalon Dryas. Link 1, Earth Plant Link Monster. Its Link arrows is just bottom, or aka down. It's just pointing straight down. And it's 1 level 4 or lower plant monster. If this card is link summoned by using the normal monster as material, you can add 1 Sunvine spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking directly once per turn. If you take battle damage or effect damage, you can gain life points, or gain an equal amount of life points, and if you do, special summon 1 Sunvine from your extra deck. Wow. I mean, so it gives you have to run the normal monster to get that first effect. Its first effect is pretty decent. It adds a spell or trap card. That's always good. It can't be targeted for attacks, but it basically encourages your opponent to attack you directly. But when you do get attacked and take damage, you gain life points, and you get another monster. That's pretty nutty. Yeah, that's pretty obscene. I mean, that doesn't protect your other monsters, but that does seem pretty good. So, we're going to move on to the Link 2. Sunavalon Dryadess. Link 2 plant effect monster. 0 attack, bottom left, bottom right. 2 plant materials, including a Sunavalon Link monster. It cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking directly, just like the last one. Up to twice per turn, if you take battle damage, you can summon a Sunvine monster from your extra deck. Okay, and you gain life points. So this one's once per turn, this one's up to twice per turn. That's pretty sweet. You're just like, haha! Summon out 2 into the arrows it points to. And is this one summon out 3? Once per turn. Okay, no it doesn't. Okay. Oh yeah, it does right here. The thrice per turn. 2 or more plant monsters. Link 3 plant, 0 attack, bottom left, bottom right. So just all down. All to the down spaces pointing at your monster zones. Cannot be targeted for attacks. Does not prevent your opponent from attacking directly, like the other ones. Up to thrice per turn. Same effect as the other one. If you take battle damage or effect damage, you can gain life points equal to that amount. And if you do, you special summon a Sunvine monster from your extra deck once per turn. When a monster this card points to is targeted for an attack, you can negate that attack. And if you do, move the attack target to another main monster zone. So that's to clear the way for your other Sunvine monsters, so you can keep summoning more of them. That's pretty cool too. I like this deck. This deck looks really sweet and interesting. It's like, I don't know how good it will be, but it definitely looks like a different like take on plants. So usually plants are like wham, bam, bam, bam. I mean, summon. I mean, and this one does too. This deck kind of does throw out a lot, but it kind of like goads your opponent into attacking you. Like, come on, hit me, hit me, which I like. All right. Sunavalon Gigantria, it's a Link 4. Plant, Earth effect 0, top, and then, so the Saryuja Link, so it's straight up, and then bottom left, bottom right, so all down. 2 or more Link monsters. If this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 Sunavalon spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also cannot be targeted for attacks, but it does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Once per turn, you contribute 1 Link monster this card points. You destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of attributed monsters' Link rating. Sweet. So you can just pop all your opponent's stuff if you were to like pop up to 3 if you were to use this one. That's pretty sweet. Next up, Sunvine. This is one of the ones that it summoned. Sunvine Gardener. 1 normal plant. If a Sunavalon Link monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card when this card declares an attack. Or when an attack is declared involving this card linked to a Sunavalon Link monster and an opponent's monster. You can activate this effect, have the battle damage you take from that damage. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can activate this effect in the battle phase at the end of the damage step. So, you summon out this after taking damage. This comes out from the thing. They attack this because they can't, because now they have to, because they can only attack directly if you don't control another monster. So, they attack this. You take damage, you gain, or you only take half the damage, and the battle phase ends right after that, preventing you from getting OTK'd. Unless they literally just hit you all at once for the damage with one monster. That is pretty cool. And Link arrows pointing straight up. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Just straight up ends the battle phase. It's like their own battle fader. Sun Vine Healer. Link 1 Earth Plant Effect monster. And its arrow is straight up again. And it's 1 plant normal monster. Sunavalon Link monster you control leaves by card effect, destroy this card. If this card is special summon, you can target 1 Link monster, Sunavalon Link monster on the field, gain life points equal to its rating times 300. When plant monster Link monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you gain 600 life points. This one's a lot worse than this one, if I'm being frank. But this is a decent one. This deck kind of revolves around taking damage and then gaining it back. This helps gain the life points back if you didn't take or if you took damage before you got your Link monster setup, blah blah blah, started. So that's pretty neat. Next up, Sun Vine Thrasher. Oh, it also every time you hit them, you gain some life points too. Incidentally, its arrow is just straight down, 1 plant normal, 800 attack. Same effect as the other Sun Vine monsters. If the Sunavalon links leave because of the card effect, you destroy it. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 Sunavalon monster on the field. This card gains 800 attack times its link rating. Okay, so this is already kind of the thing that you're supposed to hit. Maybe you had the level 4, you summon out this, right, from one of the other Sunavalons. This, target the level 4, 4 times 8, 3,200. That'd be pretty good. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your zone a Link monster points to, but its effects are negated. So it also is a JankyYGO Guardian. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is the finisher of the deck. Then, kind of. Like, this is the setup that you want, and then after you summon this, it's basically like all over for your opponent. I guess technically this, you want this, and then you want to start throwing out these, and then eventually you summon this. Maybe with this, with the healer. Maybe the healer is you use to link climb into the Link 4 from the 3 after you summon this one. Next up is we finally get to the first spell card. Sun Vine Shrine. Continuous spell. Activate by sending a card from your hand to the graveyard while you control a Sunavalon Link monster. You cannot special summon from monsters from your extra deck except plant monsters. Heavy restriction. Once per turn, you can summon 1 level 4 or lower plant monster from your graveyard. Okay then. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard and target a continuous trap in your graveyard set to the spell and trap zone. Okay. I have to see what the continuous traps are, but so far this is pretty meh. I mean, I know they have a level, they have a normal monster for this effect, but I think, and you're probably just going to be summoning plants mainly from the extra deck anyway. So I think this is a fine card. I just think that it's a little bit lacking in my opinion. I don't know, it doesn't really jump off the page to me. If you guys think I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me in the comment section what you think of this card. Next up, Sunavalon Bloom. And it's the last, possibly not the least, maybe it is, I don't know. It's the continuous trap card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Second effect, hard once per turn. When this card is activated, if you control a Link 4 or higher plant Link monster, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. It's like a skill drain. If your plant Link monster battles during damage calc, you can make a gain attack equal to the total attack of all monster it points to until the end of the turn. Woo! Woo! Hot damn. So if you have that one that gets like 800 attack, let's say it gets like I don't know, let's say it gets up to 30 or 2400. Let's just, for the sake of argument, 2400, and then you Link climb into the big rank 4. You attack with it. You maybe have a few of the 2400 ones. Let's say, for the sake of argument, sure, you have a few of them. You summon out, you flip this during damage count, during damage count, because you can, because it affects attack, and then you can, your level 4, like Plant Link, just like one-shot someone. It turns your level 4 Plant Link, that goes from like a control card to a finisher. This deck is pretty sweet. That is it for now. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, my email's in the description. Please do so. If you want to support the channel for free, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's the best way to support it. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.